Well, hello there, and welcome back to my channel, Subscription Boxes and More with Michelle. And if this is your first visit, I hope you'll come back again soon. What is it I have to share with you today? Well, a friend of mine traded me something for this lifestyle fish that in here. We know it's a fish, and I'm going to try to do it. I like that it has a different newspaper. So Abby has a new one, the Mini Post, Everything Aquatic Life. No, Lifestyle, sorry, I can't, let me see. Lifestyle Aquatic Life, Aquatic Sunco, Turtly Awesome, Fish versus Salt, or Fresh versus Saltwater. The debate continues. Great Catch, Betta Facts. Find Your Match, and it's got different kinds of fish. Fish of the Month, Meet Finn. A beginner's guide to raising your fish, things like that. And there's actually text you can read. So I'm gonna save that for Abby to read. She has one about plants, now she has one about fish. Not folded neatly, but there you go. She can read that. We have instructions. We have a collector's guide. We need our glasses. We have the fish tank. And this is from a display box, so the bottle is actually empty, but I have clear resin. The resin right here, so we'll substitute that. It comes with the gravel. And the fish, it's, I guess, a butterfly fish. It's got a display. It's got a little plant. I'll show it to you in a second. It's got tweezers. It's got the little feet for the display. That one went together easier than some. Alright, so that's all set up. And then you have your other pieces. Okay. I don't know if we need the tweezers, so I'll keep this over here. We know how to put it together, so we're just going to put this away. And look at the pieces. There's the little plant. Hopefully you can see that. Ooh! Hopefully I can find it, because I dropped it on the floor. Here's our gravel. It's pretty purple aquarium gravel. That's kind of like a kinetic sand kind of thing. And then here's the what would have the water resin. And I showed you the little tank, but we'll look at it again. And then here is our little fish. It's in a bag like it would be from when you bring it home from the store. Can you see it? I hope you can. Let's open it up. It's got a little tiny twist tie around the top. You would float it in the water, but you know, to get the temperatures like acclimated. Alright, so let's undo the baggie. Get out the little fish. Get my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing, so I don't have it go across the room. But you take that apart, and then you have your tiny little fish on a little clear stand. Do you see it? Hopefully you can see it. Alright. So, we know that first of all, we're going to have to put some rocks in the bottom of our tank. I don't know if it'll take all of it, but it will definitely take some of it. Move that out of the way. What does it say on the front? Aqua Sunco. Okay. I didn't see that. It's a good portion of the rocks, but not all of it, because we need water. I think that's probably enough. See? sticky, it sticks together. Let's put our little plant in. Nice flexible little plant. Hopefully it's clear and not too fuzzy. Put that in the corner. Stick it down in the rocks a little bit. Sorry, I'm trying to see to get it tucked in there. The rocks over the base. Alright. That looks pretty good. Now we gotta get our little fishy guy in there. Maybe his name's Bob. Why? I don't know. Okay, so far, here's what we have. Bob's floating in there. Now we're going to put my clear resin in it and hope that if we leave it set for a few minutes that we will get all the bubbles out and our fish will show up nicely. I'm not sure, you know, I've seen a lot of people have a problem with air bubbles. So I'm not going to set it for a little while. I'm going to let bubbles come up. So I will go into another video and come back. You won't know because it will be on this video. Got mine pretty much to the top. Poking that with the poking tool because that was a big old bubble. Yeah. See, there comes a big bubble up to the top. Looks like it's kind of burping. We have the leaves around because I know there's air trapped in those. Alright. Let's do that a couple more times and then we will leave it set while we make something else and we will come back and then we will cook it. There is a bubble down by my fish that I really want to get out. Pokey will help me bring it to the top. There comes a big bubble by the fish coming up. So I think the key here for this is to be patient and allow the bubbles to come to the top, you know, before you set it with the light. I think it set it, you know, there's a big bubble there. And come back to it. Don't put it under the light for a little while. Because the rocks are going to have bubbles, the plant is going to have bubbles, the fish is going to have bubbles around it, little pockets of air around it. Here comes a big bubble. Let me show you. Can you see that at the top? There's a big old bubble. See it? Right there? Oh, I just turned it over sideways. There I want a bunch of my resin. Alright, let me get a paintbrush and clean that up. Put it back in there. We are not wasting all that clear resin that I just spilled all down the outside of the tank. Looks like my tank is leaking. I will clean that up with an alcohol wipe before I set it. But I just wasted a bunch of resin. Or would if I didn't put it back in there with the paintbrush. But I'm going to introduce more air into it this way. But we don't want to waste. Alright, cleaned up some of it. I'm going to put just a little bit of the clear resin in the middle of that plant. I'm going to have to give it some time again. I'm going to have to buy some more clear resin soon. Clean up the outside of my tank. Because once that's set, it'll be on there, you know? Cannot believe I dropped it like that. Yes, I can. Get it off my floor. And I hate getting it on the floor because it takes the color. See that? It takes the color off of the flooring, off of the contact paper. So, yeah, I don't want to have to do that too often. Here comes a big bubble because I had to put more resin in it. A couple little small bubbles here. Some little bubbles, I mean, you know, you'd have an aerator in with your fish, hopefully. Some little bubbles is okay, but you want it not to obscure your fish and stuff. But be careful doing this so you don't drop it on its side like I did. Or God forbid, you know, flip it upside down. You may find that after it sits for a minute that you want to add a little more resin, but when you do, again, you're going to want to wait. There is a little bubble under the fish, and it will probably come up while it's setting. It's a big old bubble. Good. I was able to get that to come out. You really want to look at it from every angle, and what appears to be a small bubble, you think, oh, that won't matter, it's just little, could end up being a big bubble while it's curing. That's why I'm moving my fish around, trying to get that bubble out from under him. Because it is actually a big bubble. And I want his little nose being up in the air a little bit. There's a bubble right there under him. Move those rocks around a bunch. There's a big bubble under it. Alright, well, I ran out of space on my camera, so while I was dealing with that, I thought that I had left my little fish tank long enough to get all the bubbles out, and I left it for at least like 45 minutes and, you know, did all kinds of work to get the bubbles out, and it cured with bubbles in it. Big bubbles. So one of you guys that have mastered the art of the fish tanks, if you wouldn't mind telling me how you got the bubbles not to happen, please let me know, because clearly I worked and worked and worked and it didn't matter. I still have a lot of bubbles. You can see on my fish and everything, but it's terrible. I just want to chuck it in the trash. Before I do the other one that I have, I would like to know how you conquered the bubble issue. If you have, please let me know so that I don't ruin the next one. Anyways, guys, tell me, what do you think of my mini-verse and how can you fix this problem? And while you're down there making your comments, if you would, Can you give me that big old thumbs up? Because you know that would really help my channel. And please subscribe to my channel. And please share my video with others so that maybe they might subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching and for listening to me babble. And I'll see you again in a minute in another video. Bye, guys. Mwah.